Hey, welcome back. My name is Alex. I'm a freelance videographer and filmmaker, and today we are taking a look at the 7FATES full story. But before we get started, you might notice something a little different about me, and that is my shirt. I just released a whole bunch of new shirts, and a lot of the designs are actually inspired by a lot of my tattoos. We have the broken heart that's on my wrist, this knife that I have right here, of course my little box cat, you can kind of see them side by side, the 91, which is my most recent tattoo for my brother, and of course the roses because they are my favorite. But I also have this fire heart design, which is my second favorite, and as you already saw, the inverted rose, which is my absolute favorite design. So you're probably gonna be seeing me wear this one a lot. But all of those shirts and a couple more are in the description below if you're interested. I have absolutely no idea what this is, but apparently it's gonna relate to their comeback. And it has amazing effects. What the heck? Oh my God, that is so beautiful, so beautiful. I really like stuff in the void. I don't know why, but I do. So I definitely appreciate the all black background. And of course you need a little bit of backlighting just so he pops out, especially like with his hair, since his hair is black. You can see right here, his hair is kind of blending into the black background. So adding this backlight just ensures that it doesn't do that. But I do really like the void look. I'm gonna make a whole short film about this void. This effect though is so good. It looks amazing. This little like energy ball thing. Let me see. Is the light going on his face? A little bit, a little bit. They definitely could have had the light flashing on his face a little bit more. But oh my God, that's so beautiful. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yes, the dust, the particles, the light. It's so gorgeous. Oh. You guys know how much I love things just like falling down. It's all shimmering. Wow. Wow. That looks like a movie. Oh my God, Jimin looks so good. Blue, for some reason, looks very dramatic, very like Hollywood and blockbustery color. But it's also a really, really common color scheme called teal and orange, where this is the teal and his skin tone is the orange. So those two colors just make each other pop and they look really good. The lighting on his face is so soft. It's so even. It looks so good. He does have a backlight on him again. You can see on his shoulder and then on his cheek, his little hair light. Wow. Like his skin looks so smooth. It's so beautiful. Everything's symmetrical with the leading lines. Oh, the light flares. Oh! Ah, I want to do it. How do I do that? How can I do that? The sound effects too, the dun, dun, dun. As the lights are turning off, going down that tunnel, it just feels so dramatic. And then the music, there's a riser going on this entire time, which makes it feel like big and epic, but also like it's leading up to something. But wow, it just looks so good. The tunnel is it's just there. It's just, oh, yes. They even got the little details with the wind on his clothing. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, please. I feel like they're doing all of this in front of one of those LED screens. I know they have them. TXT has been using them. So I know that Big Hit has them, but like the trees, they look too perfect. It's too good looking. It's very suspicious. So they're definitely not out in the forest. They don't really go on set. They do everything in studio. And it would just help with everything because you can already create this orb in your 3D space and have the dynamic lighting on all of the trees and you don't have to worry about anything. Again, we have that like teal and orange, all of the blues and the shadows. It's kind of like fog inside of the trees, looking all suspicious. Oh, very tense, very good. Oh, the light turns off. Here we are in the void again. So beautiful. There's 7 of them. I mean, it is also called 7 Fates. There's 7 members. These are all reflections. Maybe each one of the members are just a reflection of themselves. I don't know. How did they film this? So you have to film one side of this. So he has to be from 4 different angles. So I guess if his movements are like precise, like they're the exact same movements, then they film this with like 4 cameras at the same time, or at least 3. They can film this walking one separate. Yeah, they filmed them with like 3 cameras. The leather looks so good. His skin looks so good. Everything's just... okay. Like I was saying, everything just looks so good. What? Yes. I like the moon behind these clouds over here. We got the puddles. Oh, it looks so good. There's a bounce on his face. You could see it reflected in his eyes. But that basically means that the light is being reflected down into his chin. You can see his chin is actually brighter than this part of his face. He looks amazing. His eyes pop out so much. Like you can see that bounce reflecting in his eyes, which make his eyes look even better than they normally would. And this shot with the light beam turning on all the street lights looks so good. The framing here is interesting. So he's on the right side and he's looking to the left side. So normally looking to the left side of the screen is into the past. Looking to the right side of the screen is into the future. So he's on the right side of the screen looking to the left. So maybe he's looking into the past. There's 2 light poles behind him and there's 5 in front of him. So there are 7 street lights. The little glowing orb thing is turning on all of the street lights. So if the street lights represent the members, then it's definitely like sparking them, it's igniting them, it's turning on something. The particles are making something happen within each of the members. And of course there's some haze or something so that you can actually see the light beams and it makes it look good and dramatic. Some nice leading lines there. There's fire. Fire looks good. Oh, yes. See there, they had the dynamic lighting on his face right there. So as the little orb passes by JK's face, the lighting on his face reflects that. I'm pretty positive they're sitting in front of one of those LED screens though. For whatever reason, this scene just looks like that. This is very interesting. His face is red, and it's red because it's supposed to be the light coming from the fire in this trash can. But that light does not reach him, so they had to add an extra light on his face to make it look like the fire is actually casting on his face. It's called practical lighting. All of the windows are kind of acting as little backlights. There's nice parallax going on. This is gorgeous. This is definitely one of the most visually stunning videos that BTS has released. Like, look at that. That is so beautiful. Oh, just the hands. Yes. RM looks really good in glasses. The music is getting so dramatic. It's like that light was part of his heart. Wow. So what is the 7 Fates? Is that like a separate story? Is it just gonna be all webtoons? Like what is it? That was so beautiful. I wanna give a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, specifically Charity, Jemmy, Kimberly, Lisa, Lucas, Melissa, Miss Heiju, and Victoria. If Patreon isn't available where you are, I do have YouTube channel memberships also. Again, if you wanna support the channel, go buy a shirt. If you want more BTS content, go ahead and subscribe, and all right.